welcome to my channel, where today we're going to be working on a Rolo-Dex, Memdex kind of thing. I haven't printed not printed the actual cards yet, because I was like, we got to get this put together first. So I've been following Bella Creativa and getting these done. And so I thought, well, you know, in our first video, before we actually start putting things together, we can do the scoring and the things we know how to do. Okay, so these are the knobs, and you need to print 4 of these. Now I printed this, you're going to notice right away, just kind of printed it, because I always do one prototype and then I bounce into making a real kit or a real project, because the first one is a learning curve for me. So like I said, that's how I do things. But right now, these are the knobs, and they all have these little tabby scores. And so what happens is these get glued together. And so I'll show you how to do one, and then I'm going to go off camera. See, they kind of fold in. I'm going to go off camera and glue the rest, and then we'll come back, we'll do another one, then I'll go off camera and glue the rest, kind of like we did when I made the exploding butterfly box. Okay, so again, this is somewhat of a review. I really like Bella Creativa products. Okay, I really do. I am learning her style. I'm learning how she actually works and puts things together. She works a little quick for somebody who's new. So my advice is, don't let that stop you from purchasing her kits. Just do what I do. I watch the videos, and they're lengthy. You're going to spend some time seeing the videos, but a good product is worth the wait. So what I do is I go in and I watch until I'm familiar with all of the pieces, and then I go and I cut all my pieces, and I know, okay, so you need X amount of these and X amount of those. I'm still bungling that somewhat, because I wind up having either too many or not enough. But because they are good shapes, we can use them for other projects like journaling cards, tags, cut them up, you know, die cuts, etc. So it's not a waste. It actually reduces your craft stash by quite a bit. So anyhow, I'm going to get these knobs put together, and there's another little piece here that these guys gets folded back, because this, once you're done, gets glued to the the sides and the drawers. So you got 2 for the sides and 2 for the drawers. Henceforth, that's why you needed 4. Okay. And so I've learned, if you have a Cricut maker, what I've learned is go in, she sends you a really nice set of instructions. You get a set of printed instructions. You've got her videos for tutorials, so they're pretty much no fail. I got a little frustrated in the beginning because I was new to all of this, and I just jumped in and did it. You know, it's a learning curve, and it's a process. For example, you have to know how to attach your score lines. And that's very important, the attachment of the score lines. But the handles are adorable, aren't they? Really, really cute. Okay, and then we got one more. I think I'll glue these at the same time to save time, right? So you're going to do this on all 4 of your knobs. Whoops. Yeah, that didn't work out as expected. So all it really has to do is grab, and you can get a tool, something like this, for that last one if you need it. See, like mine isn't gonna lay down. So I'm gonna go in here and squish it. Okay. Okay, now I can get my pinky in there. Oh, gotta hold them both at the same time, apparently. So again, you know, some of it's a little fiddly, but it's definitely worth the price and the patience. And then you'll do that 4 times for each of the knobs, right? And then there is a piece. There should be 4 of these that go on the knob, like so. And then you get these little guys for the sides of the knob. Now, if you're happy with your cardstock, you wouldn't have to take that step. I'm going to see it all the way through. I am disciplining myself, guys, to start a project and finish a project. I'm working on that. That's an issue for me. Okay, so there's that. So you'll do that times 4. And then there are several pieces like this that you're going to get. And these basically you're just going to fold and score. These are what holds your drawers and your sides, etc. together. So you'll want to sort your pieces and get those ready for gluing. And that's what I'm going to do in the next video, is find the right pieces, or the next section of this video, find the right pieces that go where. Okay, so off camera I'll be doing these, and then when we come back, we'll be sorting out each of the body parts. Okay, so I do want to show you this. You'll need cardstock times 2 of these. You'll need 2 of these, and then there's short pieces that go on the inside. See, these are on the outside, then you'll flip it over, and then there's 2 short pieces that go on the inside, and I have them. I'm just not sure. There they are. These will go on the inside. Okay, and then your drawers will start here. So off camera also, now I cut several of them because I want a good sturdy. In fact, I actually thought about cutting these out of watercolor paper, and I'm not brave enough yet to put it on my Cricut, so that's going to be next. But I'm going to glue. I've got 2 of the blue and a brown in between, and then I got the actual decorative part to go. So these I'll do off camera, so when we get to this part, this will already be glued. And then when we get the drawers, I don't know which is which here, but I will piece all of these by size. I know one's a matte, and one's an actual part, and I'm hoping, no, wrong one. I'm hoping against all hope that I printed too many of them, right? Because these, I'm going to get the measurements on if I didn't print enough, and I am going to go and cut these out of the watercolor paper, because like I said, I want a good sturdy body, and then just, you know, cutting straight pieces is not a problem. Actually, cutting straight pieces are super easy. So that's what we'll be doing. That goes back there with that one. Nope. Okay, so we've got several different sizes here. So just getting, like I said, getting those matched up. The right one with the right one, and then they're mattes. And then if you watch her, She calls the base, which is the actual construction of the piece, she calls that the base, and then she calls the pieces that gets glued to the base the mat. So just so you know, that's what you'll hear me refer each piece as, mat or base. Okay, so the base will be a solid cardstock, the mat will be the decorative piece. All right, and again, mine's going to be a bit wonky in color because it's a prototype. So when we come back, we'll be doing the base and the drawers, the construction of those, and then we get to attach all the fun stuff. So stick around. Okay, so now we're going to construct the drawer, and you'll need to refer to your sheet on which is which. So C1 and C2 are really close to the same size, and then B3 is a different size. So I'm hoping, I know that she was calling for these pieces to fit on the drawer to make the drawer, so they all match up. So I'm assuming that I have the right one, and so I glued 2 of each of these together. And so now we're going to construct the drawer, the slide in slide out drawer, and the way she did it, you'll need 4 of these eensy weensy ones. You'll need 2 of the long ones, and you'll know because they fit perfect. 2 of the long ones, and then 2 of the short ones, and then they're scored, so you cut those, and we're going to construct our first drawer. Okay, so I'm going to do mine like this so I can see that I get that right up to the edge the way it should be. So that's how I do it, guys. You do it the way it makes you comfortable if you're purchasing the kit. And then I run a little bit of glue along the edge. Now, I'm going to be, like I was telling you guys earlier, I'm going to be camping. So I'm going to take my de-stress stuff, and I'll be filming, future filming, right? I'll be making stuff going forward from the campsite again. But I'm going to do a lot of fussy cutting and some other things. You know what I mean? I'm just going to kind of R&R it. Okay, so now this one. I had my little foam folder. Oh, yes. This, actually, I saw on Bella Creativa. I watched her use this, and I was like, I want one of those because, I don't know, it's just for whenever you're gluing stuff down, and I like it. Okay, so then you got a long piece that's going to go on the inside, flush with this piece, just like that. Okay, I think I like that. We shall glue. And glue. And I kind of lifted my finger to get under there, so I just want to make sure we're still square there, because that will be important. Okay. I love doing stuff like this, you all. Love it. Okay, so now we're going to repeat. I think I like that. Let's see how the next one turns. The next one's going to be a short side. with a short, I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, in the interest of time, I went ahead and glued these. You do glue them to the inside, and then you line the correct piece up to the outside, long sides on long sides, short sides on short sides, and then you take these short pieces, these pieces, fold them, and you do the same on the sides. So then these are all going to get glued together, and this will complete the drawer. And then we'll put our bases on, not our bases, our mats. So this will go this way, just like that. Make sure you're flush up against, and that should make a nice seamless corner. And we'll do that all the way around. All the way around. Okay, and then we'll do this side. And then next up is going to be the second drawer. And again, I'll do that off camera. And then I have to we've got to make the wheel and the sides. And this is kind of cool. I mean, stuff like this is just, it's not difficult. It is time consuming, but it's not, like I said, once you get the hang of how her, how she operates, how she teaches, how she puts together her kits, and then knowing how many of what to cut. Now, the one thing I'm going to improve on my part, on my experience, and my organization is I'm going to learn to put all of the mats as I save it. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm going to put all the mats in one file, and then all the bases in another file. And then I know I need 6 of these, and this piece goes with this piece. And then trying to rename it, you know, so that I know. Like, she does a great job, but once I get it to the Cricut, I get confused, and it's not her, it's me. So on the pieces that have to repeat, I guess is what I'm saying, I would put in one file and then label it as I save it better than I do now. Okay, so there's that. All right, so then we're going to have the mats that'll go in. I know there's several. There'll be one for the inside long, just like that, see? So we'll go ahead and get those done. And that'll also give our drawer more stability. So I'm just gluing. And you could, if you wanted, ink your edges. Again, like I said, this is a practice for me. This isn't a mandatory. Like, I don't need to. See if I have one in here that's kind of green. Nope, it's going to be purple. See, like I said, I didn't plan that out really super good, but it's okay. You know, like I said, this is my prototype. This is my answer to, will I do it again? And like, I've got some other SVG files from her that I've purchased, and I'm going to, after my camping trip, once I've settled my mind a little, come back refreshed and, you know, ready to create again, then I'll go in and get all of the SVG files organized and pretty much ready to rock and roll. So I'm looking forward to it. I've got a hexagonal storage drawers that I want to really do. And get used to doing these, so in the fall I'll be able to have my craft sale and sell some of the ones I've already made. Alright, there we go. We gotta go another long side. Bingo. Better put it the right way up though. Don't follow Rhonda's maps. You're gonna get lost. Okay, so then we're going to do this same thing on the outside. Put our mats. Put our mats down. Yeah, the hexagonal storage drawer is what I'm going to do next. Just like that. Perfect. And then one last short one right there. And our bottom drawer is done on the inside. And so we'll come back and we'll do I'll do the outside, and then I'll attach these. And I think I might spend I want to show you something before I leave. I think what I want to do, because we have all of these circles cut, I think I'm going to put this in here. Check it out. See? I'm going to go ahead and do that. So then, even if I have to cut more of these, I don't mind. So then it'll go like that, and it will look dressier. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, folks? Okay, so when we come back, I'll finish the outside of the drawer, and we'll move on to the roly-poly part, or we'll do the base, okay? I'm not sure. I'm watching her in between and figuring it out. All right, guys, but I will see you in the next video. And this video, the second part, will come out on... this part will come out Wednesday, and then the second half of this video should be out on Thursday or Friday, okay? Bye-bye for